just got utterly rained on. Hello there, little wee camera. Well, hey guys, welcome back. And now in today's video we're going to be talking about one of Insta360's latest action cameras, the Insta GO2. Now, not to be confused as a 360 camera, it is not a 360 camera, much like the One X2, which I've got mounted on my handlebars. If you want to know a bit more information about that camera, then check out the video in the top corner there. But today we're talking about the Insta GO2. As I said, it's a one lens camera, so just 180 degrees field of view, as you would expect from any sort of normal action camera. So I've got the little guy mounted on the selfie stick with the anti-vibration damper, and I think you'd all agree probably one of the smallest cameras, one of the smallest action cameras on the market. Now that does have its down points, which we'll get to in the video, but it's a very easy to use, it's a lovely little camera. Because it is so small, it's much easier to fit in your pocket. You can take it everywhere with you. It comes with a little case which actually charges the camera once you've run out of battery. The case will charge the camera up to 3 times, I believe. It takes about 25 minutes to half an hour to charge the camera, but ideal if you're just knocking about and just want to take some quick shots. The camera does have various modes which you would expect, from pro video mode to standard video mode and photo mode. So it's got you pretty much covered in sort of all aspects, but to be honest I would ever only use the pro video mode, which we'll get to in a bit. Resolution wise, I'm very sort of pleasantly surprised on how good the video quality is for such a small camera. So the highest resolution you can get is 2.5K 1440p, and I would advise you to just stay in that resolution the whole time. As for me, there's no point in sort of lessening the resolution, although you will get a bit more battery life if you go down to 1080. It will record up to 50 frames per second, and in 50 frames per second you can slow that down in post to get your lovely sort of slow-mo shots if that's something you're after. But most of the time I'm either in 24 frames per second, which will give you that sort of bit more cinematic, bit more motion blur in your videos. But today I'm in 1440p at 50 frames per second, just to match the settings I've got on the One X2, because I do like to put a bit of slow-mo in the vids every so often, so that is an ideal setting for me. Now in standard mode obviously you get lesser resolution, and in photo mode that's just for your still shots. But as I said before, I would personally stay in pro video mode, because this camera does have flow state stabilization, which the X2 also has, which is a very good video stabilization. Makes sure sort of your videos butter smooth, and you do have the locked horizon, so no matter how you change or how you turn the camera, the horizon stays beautifully still and makes for lovely smooth video. The standard video mode does not have that, which I neglected to research out first out using the camera. I was filming the whole ride in standard video mode and wondered why the stabilization was absolute rubbish. So that's something to bear in mind. Stabilization is only in the pro video mode. That being said, if you are taking some shots where you don't want it to be stable to create a good effect, or you've got it on a tripod, the camera's static, then you will get a bit more battery life if you film in the standard mode. Coming to battery life, because it's a small camera, small battery, therefore you're only getting I get about 20 minutes of record time at the highest resolution in pro video mode. You will get a few minutes more, possibly 5 minutes more in the standard video mode if you lower the resolution or film in a lower frame rate, i.e. 24 frames per second. So not ideal for what I need, but still a great little camera just to use, or just to add to the camera arsenal, and to give you that sort of the easeability, or the usability, is that even a word? The easeability? just to whip a small camera out and take some B-rolls, get some extra shots to add into your video. It's an ideal camera to use. Again, a slight negative with it being so small, it does only have internal storage, so you get a 64GB internal storage capacity, which obviously you can't change. So when the camera's full, it's full. If you want to use it a lot while out riding, then you've got to sort of back up your videos, take a hard drive or a device where you can back up the videos so you can sort of wipe the memory again. So again, not ideal for what I use. It's not going to be a camera that I can sort of constantly film with. But as I said, it's so small and so easy to use. As you've seen at the start of the video, the back of the camera is magnetic, so you can pretty much stick it to anything metal. And it's really fun to use and really quick. You know, all these GoPros and bigger cameras that I've got, it's a bit more of a pain in the arse to quickly get some sort of decent B-roll. You don't want to be stopping and farting around with sort of permanent mounts. You can just whip this out of whatever case it's in. This little case here on the tank bag is magnetic, so you can just dump it in there or pull it out when you need it. But with regards to accessories, the thing comes with sort of 4 or 5 different mounts, from sort of the GoPro, you know, sort of more permanent mounts, which I'm using now on the selfie stick, to magnetic tripod mounts, sort of clips that you can clip onto a baseball cap or anything that you can sort of jam the clip onto. Again, it's all magnetic. The only one that's not magnetic is the one that I've got on there. It's a sort of a housing, a cradle if you like, that you put in and using a GoPro thumb screw. You can just screw it onto any GoPro mount. You know, although the magnet is fairly strong, I'm not sure I'd want to just clip the camera into the magnet housing while out on the bike. I don't know if the magnet would hold sort of over bumpy roads and whatnot, so best to go sort of with the GoPro mount. And what I love about Insta360's accessories is they're affordable, they're not stupidly expensive, and there is an array of accessories that you can get. They've really sort of catered, or starting to cater for us, for the moto vlogger. Now, if you've got your camera mounted somewhere you can't actually get to the record button, you can use the app, use the mobile phone as a viewfinder to get everything in shot. Within the app, in the Pro Video mode, you can change all kinds of stuff. Obviously your resolution, you can change your ISO levels, your shutter speeds. If you really want to get geeky with it, you can do all that within the app without actually having to touch the camera. Now, because the camera is so small, there aren't actually any physical buttons on the camera, just one touch for recording. You have to change or set all your default settings, or whatever settings you want to, within the app. Now, hopefully the camera stays on my head, because I've used the tripod mount, which is the magnetic one, so hopefully the magnet is strong enough. Time will tell. Now, to start recording from the camera, you just have to sort of touch the front of it, and you do get a sort of little depression. It is kind of a button, if you like, to start recording straight from the camera. Now, I have found that to be a bit annoying, especially when you're trying to get the camera into different sort of mounts. A lot of the time you accidentally start recording on the camera, which can be a bit frustrating. Whoopsie. Not ideal for me, but still okay. But all in all, I'm thoroughly enjoying using the camera. As I said, it's just so easy to use and quick and easy, pocketable, that you can just chuck it in wherever you want. Stick it in its little case, and every time obviously you stick it in there, it charges the camera. So even you know, you've taken a few quick shots, you've only used sort of 10% of the batteries. Once you put it back in the case, it will charge it back up to full. So you've always got it. You've always got battery power on you, and as I said, it will charge the camera up to 3 times. On the case itself, it's got a little, it's got 2 legs at the back of it, so you can use the case as a small tripod, which is an awesome idea. You know, you don't have to take a lot of equipment with you. You don't even have to take a tripod. You can just stick the little legs out on the case, smash it on a wall somewhere if you want to take a picture or film something. Absolutely ideal. Yeah, what else haven't I mentioned? Well, as I got rained on this morning, or on the way out to film this video, the camera is waterproof, so you can completely submerge it. So we're down to 25% battery life. See if I can start recording it with these bloody gloves. Oh, was it not even recording? Absolute didn't even hit record, what an idiot.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, yeah. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye.
Oh, I hadn't done my helmet up either.
To get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse.
Turned out to be a bit of a beautiful day. Hello! Yeah, so not too bad. The camera actually lasted for pretty much the majority of my sort of review on it. So, you know, still definitely usable, but obviously it's, as I said before, it is limited. Now with regards to editing your videos, you can either use the Insta360 app on Android or Apple, or you can use the Insta360 Studio software on desktop for Mac and PC. I prefer to use desktop, but you can do it on your phone if you're wanting to make a quick edit for example on Instagram, etc. All you need to do is connect your camera. So scroll through your library and select the video you wish to edit. At this point you can press play and scroll through your video. You can trim any parts down. If you so wanted to, you can trim, say, the first part of that video off there. That will trim that down for you. You can change your aspect ratio. Currently we're in 16:9, which is a typical sort of YouTube, Facebook aspect ratio. You can change it to 9:16, which is your telephone display aspect ratio, or 1:1 is your typical Instagram aspect ratio. Here you can change your camera angle, so we're currently in wide. You can change it to action, linear or narrow. Here you can take a snapshot and that will take a picture of your screen, so you could use that as a picture or a thumbnail. You can change all kinds of color corrections, face filters, your speed filters, all kinds of bits and bobs. You can add some music if you wanted to, and that's pretty much what you can do using the app. But as I said, I prefer to use the Insta360 Studio for desktop, so open up your software, drag and drop your video into your timeline. Here again you can trim the video down to the best parts that you so wish. You can change your camera angle slightly. If you go too far left or too far right, you can actually see the camera lens in the side of the shot, so you don't particularly want that. Here in the top right hand corner then you can turn on your flow state stabilization. If I just play you the clip now, that's with the flow state stabilization on, and if I turn it off you can see how much the camera shakes about. So the software, the stabilization on this camera is absolutely amazing. So if I turn it back on, it steadies that out and it was all beautifully smooth. Down here then is where you can change your field of view option. So we're in ultra wide, you can change to action view, linear or narrow. On image processing, you've got Color Plus, which you can add. You can click on that, but I think that kind of overexposes the video, so I always leave that off. And you've got an Aqua Vision 2.0 there if you are diving underwater. So there's a couple of presets there that you can use, but I tend to keep that just on vivid color. But that is pretty much all I use on the software. It's fairly basic. You've got some other buttons here which I don't do anything with. You've got your file properties there, file name and where it's saved to, etc. But these are the two top buttons here. These are the ones that you need to concentrate on. And once you've got your video down to the size you want it, all you do is then click on export. You can change your file name of where it's saved to. I always up the bitrate to maximum. You can put in your resolution, change the frame rate if you so wish. Here you've got your encoding format. I always normally go for H.265, that's the kind of new version of H.264, or you've got a ProRes 422 if you wanted to. Click export and you are good to go.
So that is pretty much all I've got to say about it. If you have got any comments, questions or queries, then do fire them down in the comments section below. Likewise, if you are interested in getting one of these cameras for yourselves, links are in the description below. They are affiliate links, so when you do make a purchase, or if you were to make a purchase, I get a little kickback, so that helps the channel out no end. But not only does it help me, it actually helps you, because I think Insta offers sort of some free gifts or free accessories if you use the affiliate link, so there is something for you, or in it for you as well. And also, if I've been on time with this video, releasing it on the 12th of April, Insta360 are offering a 15% discount on the Insta GO2 cameras. So it is win-win for everybody if you are interested in getting one for yourself. But that is it for me today. I'm nearly out of go-go juice. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Do be sure to leave me a like before you bugger off. But until next time, I shall see you in the next one. Catch you out there.